What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to basketball. And more importantly, welcome back to another prospect breakdown video. We are continuing with Duke Week. This is the second video of Duke Week. Obviously, Duke got bounced in pretty, we'll say, unfortunate fashion. That's probably the best way to put it. And so we're breaking down all the Duke guys that could be going round one in this year's draft. And today we've got Knueppel. This should be a really interesting one. But hey, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. I've responded to every single comment on my YouTube channel up to this point, and I intend to keep on doing so. The Cooper flag video just went up, an hour ago at the time of me recording this. It should be a good one. Go show these videos some love because this one's already demonetized right here, the Cooper flag one, and I'm sure the one you're watching right now is probably demonetized. But these are my favorite videos to do on the entire channel. I have a lot of fun breaking them down with you guys, and they're performing well, so we're going to keep doing them despite them being demonetized. So if you keep supporting them, we'll keep on doing them. But it's that time of the year, right? We're breaking down college players, and I'm having a good time doing it. But anyway, let's talk Knueppel. Alrighty, Knueppel, 6'7", true freshman out of Wisconsin. Very exciting player to break down today. We're guessing Knueppel's probably going to be a lottery pick. When we look at him, a lot of what the mock drafts have been saying is like, hey, this is going to be one of those guys coming into the league that's probably going to be the one running around screens, taking three-pointers, right? Pretty elite shooter. But we have some decent size on this guy. I mean, 6'7", 217 pounds, true freshman. Like, that's pretty nice. You immediately think of like the Duncan Robinsons, the Grayson Allens, right? I mean, throw in like a Dalton Connect as of recent memory. Basically the white guy shooters, right? Like that's kind of the player that we have right here. But what I think is kind of interesting about Khan and what some other people are really pointing out about him is there's a lot more physicality in his game than a lot of other of those types of players. We're gonna see him getting to the rim a little bit more in this video than you maybe would expect traditionally, and we'll talk about that. But I think what's interesting is he is very physical. He plays a very intense style of defense typically, and so I think that leads to maybe a little bit more versatility at the NBA level, and we'll again watch some film on this and actually break that down. But I'm curious to see if we think that there's more to this game. It's like a lot of those guys that I kind of mentioned are often defensive liabilities, more so because they're just really out there to be lethal shooters. And look, this guy's probably going to be a good shooter in the NBA. I have no reason to think he won't be, but is that real physical style of play, that kind of fearless attitude that he has, is that going to make him more versatile and give him a higher ceiling than the typical guy of that kind of role? If we take a look at Khan's numbers this past year, 14.5 points a game, that's awesome for a true freshman. Like, that is amazing. We absolutely love to see that. About a little over 2.5 assists, about 1.5 turnovers. Not the best ratio for the position. It's not bad, though, either. 4 rebounds per game. Makes sense, considering the team that he has. 91, almost 92% from the free throw line. Looks like he led his conference in that. That's awesome. Effective field goal percentage is really good. He's a almost 41% three-point shooter on almost 5.5 a game, so pretty lethal shooter. Something we talk about often on the channel, and something that we mentioned in the Cooper flag video, is look, college basketball much different than the NBA, right? We talk about this all the time. College basketball is just played a much different style than the NBA. You take it people like overseas, or you take a look at prospects like that, and it's vastly different. The overseas style of play is much more similar to that of the NBA than college is to the NBA, so it's a lot easier to tell overseas prospects how they're going to translate than college basketball players. With Duke tends to run things a little bit more modern, a little bit more NBA style. A lot of that was Coach K and what he installed, and now they've got their new regime in there, and he's maintaining a lot of that stuff, right? Like, it's still college basketball, but it's interesting. Even if you just go and watch, like, if we're taking a look at our big board and everything, if you go watch some of the Rutgers guys here, the other guys that are in that top 3 or 4 players area, the spacing that they have versus what we saw in like the Cooper Flag video is just like night and day, right? So it's worth taking into account that Knueppel, we should see a lot more like NBA style action out of him, and it should be a little bit easier to draw like, okay, can he do this at an NBA level? Like, is this something he's going to be comfortable doing, right? So those are kind of the things we're going to look at for him. And by the way, the field goal percentage is pretty respectable as well for him. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to be watching 5 videos worth of Knueppel today. The last one actually being all of his tournament highlights, because I just think that's a fun thing to do. And at the end, we're going to put him on our big board here. This is where the big board is currently sitting. Cooper Flag, who we just watched up top, and all of these guys have videos, so go watch all of them. They're educational, they're fun, in my opinion, and you can learn a little bit about these guys. But we've got our core 4 guys here already, right? The Flag, Bailey, Harper, Edgecombe. We got Yakuchonis here. Danny Wolf was a lot higher than we thought he might be. Asa Newell, Trey Johnson, Rasheer Fleming was a fun one. Derek Queen, Thomas Sorber, Jeremiah Fears, Liam McNeely, Yegor Demean, excuse me, and Jace Richardson. So the ones that'll be interesting to compare him to, Trey Johnson's maybe a similar type of guy. He's a guy that's going to take like a lot of jump shots. Liam McNeely, probably the other guy you want to compare him to, is like he's going to come off a lot of screens, be a shooter, right? So I'll be interested to see where he kind of ends up amongst all of them. But anyway, I don't want to waste any more time. Let's get into Con. A quick reminder is always that we're going to pause these videos a lot, rewind, do a bunch of other things, because this is educational, transformative content, YouTube. Please don't take it down. I know they're going to take it down, and they're not going to side with me at all, even though legally I have a right to make these videos and make a profit off of them. But, you know, is what it is. And as always, no, we're never going to get better quality on these videos because it's 2025 and 720p is the best that we can get. But anyway, this is Knueppel versus Maine. This is his debut game, so without further ado, let's jump in. Man, doesn't he just look like a guy from Wisconsin? He just looks like he's from Wisconsin. I don't know. I'm a Midwestern guy, so that's just something that I note here. Where do we even have him? Is he okay? He's in the corner right now, and just already like look at the spacing that you're seeing already from Duke. Good, thank you, Duke. Just thank you for like using like bare minimum basketball practices. We love to see it because it's not exactly common. All right, rolled the wrong way on the screen, Cooper Flag. That's fine. So we're here. We're right in. We're 15 seconds into his first game right here, and he's driving. He's attacking. We're attacking the rim. Good finish. Good finish already. Instantly, what I want to see out of him in this possession is like where his feet are pointed when he's going to the hoop, right? This is a guy that he got the right angle. He just continued to cut him off. He didn't go wide. He went all the way. He played off 2 feet. This isn't a guy that's going to wow us with like explosive athleticism, right? That's not what we're going to see here. We're not going to see him just absolutely punching on people like we did with Cooper Flag sometimes, and what we'll eventually see with Maluach. By the way, I saved Maluach for third out of these guys because I think he's probably the most interesting of the 3, so wanted to save him for last. But Con playing off 2 like that, finishing over, very cool. Good stuff. Like that's what's gonna be his thing. That's what's going to be his thing. When I look at him, by the way, he looks like he's going to fill out like a ton. Like he's a pretty bulky kid already, so I like to think we're going to be able to put quite a bit of muscle on a Con. Give me that basketball. That's mine. Coach got his hands up. Come on. Come on. All right, playing off 2 again. That was kind of a weird one to put up, actually. Let me see. So he's going off 2, kind of ends up a little bit off balance, ends up getting twisted a bit in the air, but when you play off 2, better things happen, right? Better things happen. When I say play off 2, they're jumping off 2 feet, in case you guys weren't sure what that meant exactly. All right, Cooper bringing the ball up the court. I love that he knows to run to the corner right away. Like, these are small things. First days of practice, always in college, you tell guys, typically, at least this is how we always did things, is we're like, hey, you're the people, you guys right here are people that can crash, you people are guys that get back, and then we talk about running lanes, and we're like, okay, we might say day 1, hey, Con, if you're not bringing the ball up, you're running corner right away, like just sprint corner, and then if this is like Sion James, we might tell him like, hey, you're running wing, setting initial actions like here. Those are just things you establish really early on that make a big difference. Coming around, alrighty, jump shot. jump shot, jump shot, jump shot. For those of you new to the channel, for these videos, it's about 50% of you are new to the channel and 50% of you are returning viewers. My time coaching, a lot of it was player development, and more specifically a very shooting focus. I focus a lot on mechanics, so that's kind of what I really like to break down here. This looks a little bit strange, and mind you, Knueppel was not shooting very well at the beginning of the season. He had a really drastic uptick in his shooting where, like, we all knew he was going to be a good shooter because that's just kind of what he does, but at the beginning of the season was not very good, and then he got really, really hot at the end of the year and started to figure things out, actually. Same with Cooper Flag, so I'm very curious to kind of break down this film, but that still right there told us a little something already. Left foot and right foot are like behind the ball, so not landing balanced right here. That's not exactly what you'd want to see. You'd want to see toes before the nose always, is what I say. The feet are facing the right way. We have the 45-degree angle to the left. He's a right-handed shooter, so we want the feet facing 45 degrees to the left, which is good. We're just a little bit off balance coming off the move right here, but his feet jump together. He ends up pretty straight up and down, which is good. He's leaning a little bit back, but again, that's because his feet were back. There was nowhere else for him to go, but his feet do jump together. The reason we jump together is because if you think about it, if you jump together, the only way for you to go is straight up and down. If you were to jump out, that leaves a lot more variance. Obviously, if you jump one way or another, that's a lot of variance. But just a weird landing for him on that one. But nice shot. Nice shot otherwise. Cool. I love the no hesitation. He thinks he got bumped a little bit. He thinks he got bumped a little bit. All right, we got a steal. What happened there? Give me that. And here we go. We're going right into another jumper. Okay. We're feeling ourselves a little bit. Feeling ourselves. So catch. Again, he's kind of sitting in a chair a little bit right now, isn't he? So it's a little bit better, but that left leg is still kind of hanging a little bit, but he comes together, still leaning back a little bit. Interesting, but that ball goes in, foul, and one. Okay, fair enough. That was kind of an odd one. I'm very curious to see is when we go through these videos, because it gets deeper and deeper into the season, if that's going to change at all. So, good shot. Good shot, Khan. Good shot. All right, give him that basketball. Where are we going to go here? Could we get a double screen, please? Probably not. Okay, we're attacking. Nice little pass there. He got good position. Cool. All right, where are we going? Where are we going? Cooper's trying to do his thing. You broke the #1 rule of defense right here. You don't help one pass away. Kids, #1 rule of basketball defense. You don't help one pass away. This guy is here to help. Like, maybe he's supposed to, like, kind of show a little bit or jab, kind of put a hand in, but he should be down here because you need to be able to see both your guy and the ball, but he's doing that, and because of that, he's not able to close out correctly. He gets a shoulder right there. Let me see that again. So watch this. Khan playing very under control. He plays off two. He bumps him, goes back up, finishes. That's what I'm saying, man. He does not fear contact whatsoever. That's Wisconsin tough. That boy grew up drinking his milk. You can see it in his skin tone. Oh, man. I love it. I love it. All right, so we have a little pin down action here into a rescreen. This is some good NBA stuff. Good pass. What the hell? Okay, I don't think you actually get an assist for that, so fair enough. What do we got going on here? Coming around that screen a little bit poorly. Where are we going? Where are we going? Good spacing, though. There we go. Good pass. We saw that in the video yesterday. Let me see how Khan's set up here. Let me see how he's set up. Hands are at the ready, which is awesome. I'd actually like him up a little bit sooner, but that's okay. Catch, and that left leg. Again, dragging out there. Like, this makes it harder for you to, like, cut and rip and stuff, too. Like, you're just not in a very athletic stance. And when you're that wide, you're going to lose some of the force on your shot. But, like, he does jump together, which is good. You'd like the feet to, like, damn near touch, though, and that's why him having such a wide base is kind of a problem. But the upper half looks really, really good. Upper half looks really, really good. So, hits it there. But we got to watch that left leg. That'd be something I'd change pretty quickly. Interesting. But obviously we got an elite shooter, right? We got an elite shooter. Where are we going? Where are we going? He's like lumbering a little bit right now. Look at the way he's bringing the ball up the court. Like, it's just like, it's heavy. It's really, really heavy. So I'm not loving that too much. I don't know if he's hurt or something, but oh, what happened here? 11. What are we doing? What are we doing? Look at 11. He was like, let me just block the shot with the back of my armpit. That's what I want to do. I will block you with my shoulder blade. And then he just falls out of the way and then doesn't... Okay. College basketball, y'all. I know some of y'all prefer college basketball over NBA. Maybe not if you're watching this channel, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts as always. Like, I'm down for you liking college basketball more. I really, really am. It's the shit like this that I just can't stand. Like, it's just so stupid sometimes. It's so stupid. You just see things in college that you never see anywhere else. Are we going to see this little pin down rescreen again? There we go. Yep, pin down rescreen again. Cool. Playing. Oh, there we go. He kind of kept it going that time. He was reading. He's reading. Good finish. Tough. He was off balance pretty heavily on that one, but still. So what do we see in that one? We saw some interesting shooting form, but made some tough shots, and he's physical. He's definitely physical. He takes his contact. In this video, we're going to show a little bit more of the passing and the defense and everything. This is a game against Georgia Tech, so this is like a month and a half into his career, and we actually have a second game against Georgia Tech later. So let's break this one down. So we're going to see misses as well here, which I think is interesting. We want to go a little bit more in depth. So taking a look at the form here, the feet look better than where they were. The ball goes up to the right spot. He lets it fly just a little bit long. I can live with long and short. I can. As long as it's not side to side, I can live with it. All right, Con coming off here. Where are we going? Get the handoff again. Like, that's NBA stuff. We love to see that. Let's see how he lands here, because that's what I'm curious about. So we're here. Interesting. There's a little bit of variance now, right? Look at the right foot. It's pointing towards the rim. The left foot's pointing the right direction. So on the move, we've seen a couple different things come out already when he's coming right versus coming left. You'd want it to be the same. Like, it's a little bit different in like how you twist, but overall, we're seeing a little bit of variance in the jumper there. So something to kind of watch out for. He's actually leaning forward a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw this one long. So where do we go? But he makes it anyway. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. But interesting. All right, classic double screen floppy here. Coming off the screen. Butter. Cool. We run this in 2K all the time, so he's perfectly running around this time. Right foot still kind of pointing at the rim. He's still kind of leaning forward a little bit. Like, that's kind of a JJ Redick type look right there, so very fitting. It's not perfect. I'd still like you to be straight up and down, but there's worse things is what I'm trying to say. There's worse things. All right, we're here. Wide stance again. Look at this. He looks like, I don't know, he looks like he's about to bust it down for somebody right now, and that's not what I can have. There actually should be a really easy pass to Malawach here, but I don't mind. Look, when you're a shooter like this, I want you to be ready to shoot, so I'm not going to complain that this ball is most likely going to go up right now, even though there's a nice, easy little dot here to a 7-2 guy that'll dunk that ball really, really quickly. You want your shooters to just be like, I'm here to shoot. I'm here to shoot, right? So ball goes up, feet again, staying a little bit wide, and we're short, right? That's what we were saying. Like, it's going to be short sometimes when you do that. So, interesting. Interesting. All right, we're here. Where are we going? Cool. Come back up. We're going right into this shot with 9 seconds left. Interesting. I would have liked to have seen the ball go into the middle here, but this form looks a lot better. We jump together here. Not surprised that one went in. Cool. Cool. We're running the same action here on the pin down. That guy kept up better this time. Go back for the re-screen. Oh, just draws the foul. Okay. All right. I love this. I love that action. Very, very cool. That's a really tough shot because, look, they just had to get a tough shot up, but that's a nice play that they ran here. And honestly, like, it's a good shot. So, cool. All right, I love that. Playing off 2 right here. So, I said I'd bring this up earlier. You're going to see him drive probably more than you will in the NBA, right? He's one of the best players in college basketball, so he's going to be taking these guys to the rim a lot more. At the NBA level, you can tell pretty quickly just by watching this, right? Go compare this to other guys in the NBA that have the ball, right? Because in the NBA, 2 to 3 guys really handle the ball most of the game, right? Like, it's more optimal that way. And so go watch like those guys versus him kind of handling the rock right here. Like, it's just different, right? Like, there's no real explosiveness. There's no real, like, oh, he's kind of got the ball on the string a little bit, right? There's just not much creativity with it, but he's strong and he can play off two, right? So that's gonna be just fine for college, and so you want him getting to the rim at the college level. At the NBA level, I'm not sure I'm gonna see much of that. It's something to work on developing towards, though. But plays off two, rises up nice and easy. That's a tough shot. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Good pass here. All right, this guy actually makes a pretty good closeout. I can't really see the feet that well, but it looked good, so nice. Very, very nice. Where are we going here? Where are we going? Give me that. We're off to the races. Are you going to dunk it? Hey! He kind of dropped that one in. Look at that. He didn't actually dunk that shit. He kind of just dropped it in. Oh, he might have gotten a finger on the rim. Cool. Good for him. All right, here we go. We really like going left. Ooh, okay. Tripping. Where are we going now? We're seeing a little bit of pick and roll right here, which is interesting, right? He's navigating it. He's going, draws another foul. Okay. Fair enough. All right, we're going to keep going to the pick and roll, too. A little bit of Spain here. Tough. Doesn't use the left hand, but tough. Cool. We were going to get it one way or another. There you go. Gets right into it. This shot form looks really pretty. I bet you his feet are almost going to touch here. Yeah, almost. And that's fine. Just a little bit long. I can live with that. But that shot form looked good. All right, we're attacking. Good. Playing off two. Bully a little bit. Cool. I like it. All right, good. He's cutting right away. Good pass. Yeah, this is all the passing now, right? Playing within a system, because those are the things that we're curious about, right? Like, one of the things I like about, like, a Duncan Robinson is you'll see after he hits a couple threes, you'll sometimes see him catching and ripping, going towards the middle and kind of making the next right pass. Those are the things we kind of want to see, right? Is he able to kind of keep the offense flowing? And that's kind of what we're seeing a bit right here. Simple pass here. Hey, we talked about this in the video yesterday. Watch this. Watch what number one does. Watch. So notice how he catches the ball and he takes like this little step backwards first. Watch on the catch. Watch this. So he goes here, he catches, he instantly puts his foot back. You don't need to put your foot back. I was saying in the video yesterday, I thought Cooper Flagg stepped out of bounds, potentially. I'm like, you don't do stuff like that off a rip because you'll step out of bounds. You catch and then just rip. So right here, he should just, this right foot should almost be planted, and he should just rip forward with the left and go that way. You just got to be stronger, and you have to do it. Stuff like this happens. I'm glad we actually got an example of it. Cool. Coming around the screen here. Good stuff. He's operating. Throw it up to the man that can go get it anywhere. Cool. We're running down. Here's the little pin down rescreen potentially. Oh, they're showing gravity right now. See, yeah, that's actually really good by the person making this YouTube channel. So this was supposed to be kind of that pin down, like a little elevator rescreen play again, but because everybody's watching Knueppel, he's hit a couple shots already, they're able to get a shot like this. So that is hopefully the value that you're getting in a shooter like that. All right, set the screen. We're going. Very good snake. Watch this. So we're setting the screen here. Notice how he kind of puts the defender in jail a little bit by cutting him back off. And the big man had to make a decision right here, and he loses Maluach, and Maluach is able to go up and get that shit. Good stuff. Big fella. Alrighty. Not a ton of like moves or anything you're really seeing here. It's kind of just like, okay, if I get the angle, I'm gonna go. You're not seeing even like tweens behind the back, anything like that. It's pretty limited. And we talk all the time on the channel, like young guys, first year guys, they're gonna have 1 to 2 moves most. I don't like when people are like, oh, he doesn't really have like a ton of moves or anything like that. I'm like, okay, clearly you don't really watch this that often, or maybe you're just not a critical thinker. But I can tell you 95% of these guys don't. They just don't. By the time you get to like your second and third year, I start to see guys with like 3 to 4, right? Dylan Harper being the exception in this draft. He's got quite a few moves already. I said that about like Terrence Shannon coming in last year, but he was a little bit older, right? So he had a lot more moves coming in right away. But yeah, you're just not going to see much, and you're not even really seeing 1 to 2 here with Khan. So he's just kind of being physical. Playing off 2. Cool. Ooh, good block. Good block, Georgia Tech. All right, coming off the screen. Here we go. Being physical. Tough. Tough. So we're seeing a lot of the ball handling, though, here. Seeing a lot of it. Cooper Flagg. Jesus Christ. That just was not necessary. All right, here we go. Here we go. So that was a really dumb shot attempt. So the ball should have been passed right here so that you can then respace and kind of run around this guy so that way he could potentially lose you. But, yeah, no, that guy took it up for no reason. That's Isaiah Evans, I believe it was. All right, coming around the screen. Cool. No space. Cooper Flag's going to make it kind of work. No foul there. Crazy. A lot of pick and roll here. Malawatch rolling the wrong way. Hits Proctor. There's too many guys in the paint. Con space is back out. Cool. I like it. I like it. Screen. Roll the wrong way. All right, throw it up. Hey! Good stuff, boys. Swing around a little bit. I love it. I love it. A lot of the ball handling here. He's keeping the offense moving. Cool. I'm not seeing, like, bad reads at all, which is nice. So we're seeing this again. They're just going to keep spamming it if it's going to keep working. Awesome. Good pass otherwise. All right, now let's see the defense, right? Went the wrong way, but we bought back in. Cool. Very, very cool. Notice how he took the proper angle. So he knew he got beat right here, right? So he turns around and he sprints to get back in front. Cool. Keeps his chest on him. We like it. All right, we're back out there. What's going to happen? We kind of melt into it. They call a switch. Okay. Cool. Already. Can I see a little jab here, please? Okay. Gets a little bit of a poke. That wasn't perfect defense. Where are we going here? Where are we going here? Where are we going here? I'd like for you to be able to see your defender right now. It worries me that you can't see the person you're guarding. Worries me a little bit because you'd have to really stretch your neck to turn back and see that guy. Alrighty, but... oh, they might be playing zone. They might be playing a little bit of zone, but even still, he should be dropped. Yeah, they're in a 1-2-2 right now, so that's what should happen. Yeah, okay, they just said zone in the video, too. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. What are we doing here? This is more traditional man, so he comes down for the tag right here, which is perfect. Are we going to see a steal? No, but... oh, and he gets back out. Good stuff. That's awesome. Cool. Perfect shell defense right there. Cool, cool. All right. Foul, I guess. Whatever. Kind of seems soft. This guy's scared of Cooper Flag. It completely airballs the floater. Where are we going? Give me that. Gets a hand on it. Nice. Nice. Both guys tricking that shit. Cool, 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 cool. Alrighty. How's this closeout going to look? Let me see. So he's there. Perfect. Defensive stance looks good. Keeps a chest on him. Perfect. Perfect defense. We love that. What? I don't know about that call, ref. I don't know about that call. All right, so where should we be right here? He's in a perfect spot. I'd like to see right hand kind of in this passing lane right here. We're keeping hands a little bit low right now. I'm being very picky at this moment, being very picky, but we're here. Cool, whatever. We're here. I really want to take the time to break down this defense a little bit because I'm curious if he's going to be able to turn into like a 3-and-D type dude. The physicalness is going to help him a lot, but just seeing off rip where he's at, keeps his hands up. We love that. That's a dumbass shot. Give me that basketball. Let's go. Cool. We're here. He looked for a box out right there, which I love always. Give me that. Cool. Where are we going here? All right, he's there. Are we going to get a swipe down? Good, active hands. You did all you could there, bud. Did all you could. Where are we at now? We're going to do a little bit of a switch, because why not? He tries to split. Tries to make a nice recovery. That's unfortunate. That's a tough one. All right, again, I'd like the hand in the passing lane a little bit more. He's, like, directly in the passing lane. So, you know, all right, good X out, good recovery, gets right back in the spot. Nice. He certainly, like, is in the right spot, it seems like 9 out of 10 times, which I can appreciate. He's been physical so far, which is good. I'd like the hands to be a little bit more active. Those are things you can teach, so I'm not tripping about that necessarily. Lateral quickness isn't anything to, like, write home about, but he's hustling, so we'll take that. All right, good recovery, trying to stay light on the feet. He's a little bit of a heavy walker, so that's always going to make it a little bit harder defensively, but I have the same problem, so I can relate to that. It's kind of hard to guard quicker guys then. All right, cool, but he's 6'7", so, you know, you trade some of that for the size. We're here, keeping him honest, tries to use his chest. He kind of opened up that time for some reason. What kind of happened here? Like, yeah, he kind of opened up right there. I don't know why he kind of just didn't keep sliding his feet. Maybe he has a couple fouls on him or something at this point. I don't know. All right, we're here. We're here. Give me that rebound. Awesome. Very physical. Cool. All right, let's go back to just like some offensive stuff here because now we got highlights versus North Carolina. I had to pull up the North Carolina Duke game because, like, why not? Right? Why not? And look at this blurry ass shit right here. What is going on? Nope, that's not what I want. I want to go to quality. This is the best we can get, y'all. The best we can get in 2025 at the Division I level of literally the biggest matchup in college basketball. But whatever. It's cool. It's cool. Let's see it. Knueppel. All right, blurry ass camera. Cool, cool, cool. All right, we got a jumper right here. Form looks a lot better here. Notice how his feet almost do come together. Very nice. Very nice. Orange Crush is getting a nice little free sponsorship here. All right, where are we going? What's happening here? A little off-ball screen for the flare. It would be sick if he hit that pocket pass right away. That'd be sick. But nope, that was the right play. So I want to see this one more time. It'd be sick if he hit that pocket pass right away because Malowacz does have enough room to probably get a takeoff. But he plays off to, does the jump pass, which I know some people are kind of like in and out on. I'm personally cool with it, and that's because I'm good at it. If you're not good at it, it's very dangerous, and I'll probably tell you not to do it right away. So he goes into it. Awesome. Actually, really good defense by Ian Jackson right there. He does the right thing by kind of like showing between the two. So cool stuff. Cool stuff. That's what you're supposed to do when you X out. It might seem weird because he didn't close him out like directly, but it's what you're supposed to do. So coming around the screen here, Malowacz, this is a wide open lane. See, like, there's just like little misdirection stuff going on here that just wouldn't work at the NBA level. Like, these guys are all just trying to stay with their man and everything, and they're not watching. We got two guys not watching the basketball at all right now. Even though they know the ball is going this way on the court, it's little things like that. But Malowacz is going to get a very easy dunk here. So there we go. Hey! Good stuff. Good stuff. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right, we're going. He's wide open. Malowacz, really smart thing he was doing right there. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Notice how he kind of gets behind right here so that skip pass can happen and they can't close him out as well. Good rip. Hey, get up and dunk one for me, Knueppel. Good rip. See, that's how you're supposed to rip to the hoop. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Right, so he catches, and notice how the foot doesn't actually go back. His foot just is back there because he shoots like that, but he just rips forward with the right, jumps up off two. He gets up pretty easily. Okay, he gets up pretty easily. Nothing explosive, but it wasn't hard. Wasn't hard. All right, again, skip there, pass. Oh, really good form right here. The feet look much improved already. Notice they're not so wide this time. He catches and he's ready to fire that thing right away. A little bit of weird variance in the feet there. He kind of kicked in and back out. So we're seeing another variance in the jumper. So might have some things to clean up in the off season. Might have a couple things to clean up. Let's see this. What was that? Let's go. Let's get out and run. We're used to him bringing the ball up the court because this team doesn't really have a true point guard. He's playing off two. He's strong. He can finish. Or yeah, a little bit of tood. We like a little bit of tood. I like it. All right, we need to. This is a very important part of the video, right? This is the part of the video where, one, I'm going to tell you the word of the video for you guys to include in your comments. I'm doing this in all my videos to see who's actually watching my videos all the way through. The word is going to be a hair. Like H-A-I-R. That's what I'm looking for. And my question is, what kind of facial hair does Knueppel need to grow over the next couple of years for us to respect his game more or less? Like, because I'm not going to lie. Like, let me see if I can stop this video at an appropriate point so we can get a good look at the kid. Like, let me just see right here. Tell me if we didn't get like a handlebar mustache that he wouldn't become your favorite player in the NBA. Tell me that right now. I'm also thinking like a goatee or something like that, like kind of a patchy goatee. Doing that in like 2025 would be absolutely diabolical. I'm down for it. Like, I don't want like an actual like beard or anything on this kid. It doesn't look like he has any facial hair right now, but tell me like a handlebar mustache wouldn't be absolutely lethal, seeing this guy coming around screens and hitting them. And you would instantly think he's a good defensive player in the NBA. No matter what the analytics said, you would think he's awesome if he had that. So those are just my hopes and dreams for him as an NBA player right there, is that we can get him to a handlebar mustache phase. But anyway, make sure you get your word of the video in the comment or at the end of the comment somewhere. All right, here we go. Boom, nice move. Simple stuff. Simple stuff. We're not going to see that at the NBA level for him most likely, but simple basketball. We love it. We love it. Cool. Where are we going now? We're respacing a little bit. Let's see. Get the ball. Nice rip through. Yep, get a shoulder on him. Good pass. Hey! Good stuff. Good stuff. Alrighty, let's move on now to his career high in college. 28 points in this one. Let's see it, Mr. Knueppel. Oh, we got the goatee. We got the goatee. Okay, there is facial hair. Look, I don't look that closely at these guys like that, but okay, we did go for the goatee. That's fitting. That's very fitting for him. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But I still want the mustache. Coming off the screen, he's ready to go right away. I'd like him to be catching this with his left foot going forward at first, but, you know, is what it is. Goes all the way. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Here we go. Here we go. Good pass. Oh, he's jumping into it now. We're making more adjustments. This is in March, mind you. This is March, so this is cool to see. Oh, but he rips through. Plays off two. Potentially draws a foul there. Cool. I'm amazed that shot didn't go up. I'd kind of prefer that shot goes up. All right, we got this. This is the play we've seen 1,000 times already with them. Cool. Throw it up to him. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Cool. Malawachi needs to be a little bit more coordinated and get that. The fake rip through. Good cut. Good stuff. Look what I found. Don't go up with that, please. Thank you for working it back out. But somehow snakes back in. That's tough. That's really tough. Cool, cool, cool. We're going to see the screen here. They're not rolling the right direction. Please just roll the right direction. Pisses me off so much. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. I can't tell you how many times yesterday in my elite pickup league that I was going and setting picks despite instead of bringing the ball up for a change, and I was making sure I was rolling the right way. I was eating off of that. I was getting assists. I was getting nice lays off of it. Your boy was getting it. But my ankle hurts though today. I can't stretch it out. It's really pissed me off. I'm trying to go play some more today, but we'll see. We'll see. Bow bottoms. Good stuff, Evans. Where are we going here? So a little pin down here. Good stuff. Jumping into the shot, it looks like. Please let that left foot land in an appropriate spot. Oh, it did. This looks beautiful. And he kind of kicks his foot out again, though. What is going on with, the landing of his shot? It's making me so nervous. The upper half's been consistent the whole year. The lower half, I never know what's going to happen with him. So he shot 40% from three, which is awesome for college ball. We just need a little more. Weird little snake there. Nobody has guarded James all season from three, it feels like, because there's a lot of other guys who are watching the team. You got to pick somebody. Cool. This one again. This is nice. The feet are maybe a little bit off, but he jumped together that time, so cool. Cool, cool, cool. Good stuff, Khan. Good stuff, Khan. Yeah, Coop. He's excited. All right, this is the rescreen. They run this every single time, and then it turns into Spain with Evans, so a nice little variance on it. There's a lot of options here. Throw it up to where only he can go get it. That is crazy. That is crazy, man. That alone is worth a lottery pick. That's nuts. Cool. Cool. All right, we're going tough. Throw it up again. Look at what I found. I like that he swings on the rim a little bit, man. I like it. Good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. Where are we going? Goatee Khan. There we go. They keep running this play because why not? I always say coaches don't spam plays enough. If people can't stop plays, keep running it. I think coaches sometimes try to be like, okay, now let me make my next adjustment, and then they kind of push their glasses up higher onto their head or whatever. I'm like, no, just keep spamming that shit. If it keeps working, it's your job to figure it out, not my job to come up with something new. Play chess with me, man. Let's do it. All right, that's a tough-ass finish. No left hand on him whatsoever we've seen. He can dribble with his left hand, no finish with the left hand whatsoever. We have seen zero of that. Tough finish, though. Again, finishing through a lot of contact. He's tough. I have no question about that. Is that his mom? That looks like a Wisconsin mom. It just take that as you will, okay? Don't overanalyze my shit, okay? Don't overanalyze. So, no, we're moving on. We're moving on. That's enough. That's enough. All right, we're going. Playing through contact. Fearless. I like that he keeps guys on his hips and his shoulders, man. I like that. Coming around here, what do we got? I don't like plays like this where they run screens like right here. You're already up against like the being out of bounds. It's like having an extra defender right there. I just don't think it's helpful. All right, throw it up. Maluach is the only one that can go get it. He swings again. I like it. All right, a little bit of defense there. He's keeping him on. Cool. Like it. Kept his chest on him. Where are we going? Where are we going? Okay, yep, that's the end of the game. So we move on. Let's watch some of his March Madness highlights. I don't want to keep you guys too long in this, but like obviously these are very recent, so let's see how he did at the highest level of competition. Coming off screens, that jumper looked so good. That was by far the best stuff. Like that, we can see at the NBA level right away. How many times have you seen this play at the NBA level, right? Cool, he goes right into it. His feet are a perfect distance apart. They jump together. Thank you. We got there at the end. We got there at the end. It looks like he got rid of the goatee. That's a shame. There's still time for the stash. There's still time. All right, we're here in the middle, which is where he wants to be. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Throw it up to Maluach. Yeah, because why wouldn't you? It wasn't necessarily the pass to make, but it's fun, so why not do it? Cool, cool, cool. Skip pass to Khan. Oh, his feet look so good here. Good. Jump in. Nice. Very nice. All right, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere with the jumper. We're getting somewhere. Catch. Oh, now we're looking smooth. Now we're looking smooth. There we go. Shout out VJ Edgecombe. We did a video on him as well. A really elite prospect. All right, we're here. Where are we going? Setting this screen. We've seen this play 1,000 times this season. Goofy. Goofy, goofy, goofy. Again, no left hand. That's an easy left-handed layup. He's got no left hand to finish with, so something to watch for there. All right, here we go. Set the screen. Roll the wrong way. This should be a pocket pass, but I don't think he's skilled enough with his left hand to make it. Nope, so he throws it up, but hey, awesome dunk and a swing. We're going to need like a swing counter in the video tomorrow from Maluach, man. I like it. I like it, I like it. All right, we're setting a little off-ball stuff this time. Interesting. It goes to work. He uses a crossover. Easy. Okay. Fair enough. We're on to the Arizona game now. Where are we going? Good skip pass. He jumps into this really well. Where does he go? He rips through. Takes the contact. Nice. He's always playing off two, which is nice. It's consistent. It's what he's going to have to do. Ooh, jumps into this really nice. Feet jump together well. Cool. Again, he kind of, like, again, though, like, he kind of, like, respaces his legs afterwards. So there's, like, a little bit of variance in it still. So something to watch for. Like, clearly he's a good shooter. Clearly he is. We just, we might need to tighten up some things, which is fine. Like, it's important to remember as well, y'all. Not many guys that get drafted end up being like good NBA players, right? We've talked about on the channel before, like overall, like when people get drafted, it's less than 30% of the time your team ends up retaining you past your first contract, which is nuts. If you're a second round pick and you get a second contract in the NBA at all, you're in the top 5% all time, which is insane, right? So just remember, like most guys don't become stars. Most guys don't become starters. I've got 4 guys in this class that I'm like, I think they're going to be star players, which is insane to say. That is insane, but I see the potential in them. I see like 3 to 4 other starters like right away in this class, and that's insane that there's that many guys at that level. Knueppel looking like he's going to be a solid enough role player from day one, so I'm curious about that. If anything, the size, shooting, and physicalness, that's enough to sign me up as like a lottery pick, which it sounds dumb, lottery pick, like, oh, they're just going to be like a rotation player, a role player. Yeah, man, if that's what you get sometimes in like the back half of the lottery, like you should be pretty excited about that because most guys just don't even last. So here we go. We're attacking. Like he can make the pass to Maluach, that's for sure. He loves that one, and that's because he's going to have so much gravity, right? People have to guard him from 3. It's going to open up opportunities like that. That's what we'd love to see. So can we see that at the NBA level? I don't think people are going to let him do it nearly as much, but we'll see. That form looks awesome. Awesome. Cool. Love to see it, Khan. Where are we going now? Can we get a handoff? This is what I want to see. This is NBA stuff right here. Then into a pick and roll. Like, this is cool. Throw it up. Tough. He just, like, tapped that in underhand. That'd be a lift in volleyball. Cool. Throw it out here. Flag. Ah, I could have made that pass sooner. Make something happen. Hey! Nice. Playing under control. This is what happens when you don't just, like, drive in a straight line towards things. You take the time, read, and react. Love it. Cool, cool, cool. I don't really need to see much more. I really don't need to see much more against Alabama here. He's going to go up, physical. That's it. That's all I need to see. Alrighty, y'all. That was Knueppel. I cut it off a little bit early just because, like, we weren't seeing anything different. We were seeing the shot form coming around. We all watched those games pretty recently. It's good stuff, right? Was a good player this whole season. I think he's going to be a lottery pick almost certainly. He should be a nice rotational player in the NBA. Do I see, like, a lot of star potential, even really starter potential? Not necessarily. I think like the ceiling is there to be like an NBA starter down the line. I think it's going to take a lot more work. You don't really see a lot of these just like 3-point shooters kind of starting nowadays. You usually have to have something else different to you. If he becomes like the reliable 3-and-D guy, then it's a different story, right? I think there's the potential to be a nice defender. He moves very well. He's kind of heavy-footed like we talked about, but there's potential for it there. But he is very physically 6'7", right? So there's something there. Where are we putting Khan on the big board is the question. A reminder of how the big board works. It's the order at which I would draft people, right? And mind you, obviously, when teams make their big board, there's more variance to it, right? Because maybe you're the Washington Wizards and you're like, oh, I need to prioritize wings over guards or something. So you might have Ace Bailey over Harper. But if you're the, I don't know, the Pelicans or something, you have so many wings already, Dylan Harper might be above Ace Bailey or something. This is the order at which I would pick people in at this very moment. So looking at it right now, like Khan, he's not in the top 4. Yakuchonis, definitely not better than him in my opinion. Wolf, no, I'd rather take Asa Newell. I'd probably rather take Trey Johnson for the ceiling. Rasheer Fleming is where I start to ask questions. Rasheer Fleming, we saw more athleticism out of him, probably better defensive versatility, a jump shot that confused me a little bit, but it was going in and he was pulling it at a high clip. They were similar shooting percentages. I think where, like, I could see Fleming being a more versatile NBA player. Khan is a nice guy as well. I'm feeling pretty good about keeping Khan above Queen in my mind, but I might keep Fleming in front. I don't know. It's pretty tight between these two for me, but I think just the athleticism alone is going to lend me more to Fleming, I think. So I think I'm going to put Khan at 10 for now. So that's where we have things. I'm going to save this right now so you guys are able to see my stuff on Fanspo if you really want to. I guess you can find it by looking up AVC's draft board. This is what's currently on there. But yeah, we've got 16 players down so far. We're continuing to build this thing out. I could totally hear an argument for being here, by the way. It's just that's where I think I'm going to keep him for now. But anyway, yeah, that's Knueppel. Stay tuned tomorrow for the next part of Duke Week. But as always, I appreciate you guys. Stay tuned for the comment of the video. All right, y'all. Comment of the video is coming from grading NBA rookies at the end of their first season. Go watch these videos, all my other ones. Like, subscribe, comment, do all of that stuff. Thank you again for helping me cross 4,000 subscribers. It was really, really cool. I talked about it a little bit more in this video, so go watch the first little bit of my video if you want to hear me talk about that. Really appreciative. But the comment of the video comes from T33-Y8B. Again, no clue how you guys do this. He said, I think Kel'el Ware might be able to sneak into an all-star game or two. He's shown some impressive touch around the basket this year. All he needs to do is gain weight and be better in his positioning defensively. Totally agree with that. I see the Heat eventually starting to give him more post touches whenever he gets a favorable switch. Yep, I could see that. This is the part that I thought was really impactful, though. If the Heat actually add someone who can work in the pick and roll or just be a good playmaker in general, then I could see him averaging roughly 15 and 10 as soon as next year. Though the worst thing about him is his weak-ass screens. Very fair. Bro playing patty cake while setting them. Funny as hell, but also very accurate. Those screens are pretty rough right now, but this first sentence I think is really interesting. Like, Kel'el had a very good season despite having pretty much no playmakers on his team to set him up, like nobody for him to really play off of. So again, like we know the Heat are probably going to address this in the offseason. It's pretty glaringly an issue, so I'm very curious to see what happens when he actually has somebody that can make his job a little bit easier. But yeah, no, I appreciate you guys for commenting as always. As you see, I respond to every single comment, so if you leave one, I will respond. Maybe you'll be the comment to the video. Oh, I didn't give this one a heart. I'm so sorry. That is my problem. I've got 5 more things to respond to up here. But anyway, I appreciate you guys as always for watching. Make sure you go join the Discord. Why aren't you on the Discord already? Go join. We're talking hoops on there all the time. It's a lot of fun. But seriously, appreciate you guys, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks so much. Bye.